How do immigrant children experience secondhand poverty? The stories that I grew up from my parents experiencing extreme hardship and poverty has fundamentally changed the person that I am today. It has changed my identity, my thinking patterns, my beliefs and values. Growing up, we came to Canada as a family. My father was a student. He was learning English and trying to be a student at the same time. Taking his bachelor degree in Canada. So it was hard. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my father had to be a student and take on multiple different lower level positions that were quite insecure. Um, he was not only a pizza delivery guy, he worked at multiple different restaurants in the back, washing dishes and doing meal prep. It was a childhood of a very scrappy and frugal life. Everything that I owned was from a garage sale. Toys and clothing. Yeah, it was fun. I grew up with neon clothes and all sorts of different random Barbies that never had, all the complete accessories. Financial insecurity was normal. I didn't know anything better. I didn't know anything differently. So it wasn't like I felt anxious or worried about it. It was normal to me, and I never went hungry. So I didn't experience too much negative other than, wanting more things in my life, going to the store and wishing I could have some new toys. But that's so minor. And in fact, all those things that I wish for has really given me the level of drive that I have to be the person that I am today. So I believe a lot of my successes in life was because I didn't have much as a child and I pined for more, and so that has only helped me. Language barrier is a huge problem for immigrant children to get through and to be able to find a step up in life and find that academic and career success. I'm very lucky. I came to Canada when I was 5, and so integrating that language was very easy for me, but I know for people like my parents, it was far more of a struggle to get through that language barrier. And identity struggles. When you are an immigrant child, you look at the lives of your peers and you know that it's just very different from your own. And so something that really comes to mind is just the difference in our lunches. Don't get me wrong, I had delicious lunches, but it was very different from my peers. And so there can be a struggle with what you are seeing between yourself and your peers. And another thing when you're an immigrant family is that you have no idea that in places like Canada, there are actually a lot of great community resources available. I'm not sure if it was the same level as it is today, but we had no idea as a family. We just dealt with everything ourselves. We just pushed through and dealt with whatever hardship that we had. So looking back, I wonder what kind of community supports there would have been, or even opportunities to connect with other immigrant families or other families in general. I'm curious if we maybe missed out on that just because we didn't know. We didn't know who to ask. We didn't know how to reach out. We didn't even know that they existed. Um, but and this isn't the case with every family. I'm very fortunate that growing up in my family, academic importance was top. You had to work hard in school. You had to get straight A's. That was the standard. And I worked hard to meet that standard. It seems like every time I got my report card, I had that one B. And that drove me crazy. A lot of B's were just in PE. So whatever. I'm not very athletic. But it would drive me nuts to have that one B out of all my A's. So yeah, I'm really lucky that I grew up in a family that took academics so seriously, and that's not necessarily the case for every immigrant family and child. And so that's just another layer of hardship to get a leg up and out of that poverty situation.